And good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in podcast. And Brendan Cunningham, the real estate doctor here at EXP from the Husfire team.
Yep.
Matt Paul
How we doing?
tells it all, does it all. We do all the things, tell you all the things you need to know. Today, we're going to make you extra smart. We're going to give you the crash course in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
This is a moving target. Real estate is very, very complicated, a lot of moving parts.
Absolutely.
But you know what? You can break it down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
You know, we're going to be like a YouTube for you on how to do something.
The how-to video.
My stepson is amazing in that if he doesn't know how to do something, he just looks on YouTube
Yeah.
and he figures it.
Me too. I mean,
He's putting brakes on his car. He could build a house at this point, literally. But it's like I get hives just watching him do it. But having said that, let's talk about something that we know is kind of a good way to look at the market. It's something called key point indicators. What the heck is that, a key point indicator?
key point indicator could be anything really that is like a statistic. It could be a term, right? Yeah.
And let me tell you how you would use it. Any one of these. But let's say you wanted to look at high schools. And I can remember the high school that I went to, key point indicator was they had a 99% college acceptance rate.
There you go. Yep.
They had one guy join the army.
Yeah.
literally. So, okay, is that the kind of school you want your kid to go to? It might be.
Yeah,
It might not be.
If you want your kids to go to college.
You want your kids to go to college. Another key point indicator on schools used to be teenage pregnancy rate.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't think anyone tracks that anymore.
Nope. Graduation rate.
Graduation rate is
Yep.
huge. And it was scandalous in Buffalo because at one point it was around 22%.
I know.
And if you actually
That's the city of Buffalo.
if you actually spoke to the teachers, they said, yeah. And the worst part is we're pushing people to get to that number.
Yeah.
You know, you're literally passing people to get them out of here.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I think they're over 50%, but it's not good.
Yeah, it's still
It's not good.
like the suburbs.
No. So that's one way. So one of the key indicators that I always look at, and sometimes consumers look at it too, days on market.
He's a DOM is
DOM, days on market. Okay. Why would that be important? Well,
a lot of reasons. I mean, a million. So the first one, say you took a listing, you weren't exactly on the same page in price, right? And you talk to your clients, look, if the days on market become, say, 2 weeks, 14 days, and you don't have a call, you don't have a showing, that's an indicator.
That's a different way of looking at days on market. See, I wasn't even looking at that.
Well, that's why we do.
That's why we do this because you look at the left side, I look at the right side. If I was a buyer, I'd be looking at days on market
Try to find a deal.
to try and find a deal, because if the property is brand new on the market, what are the chances that you're going to get a good deal because it's brand new on the market?
Yeah, and not be in a competitive situation.
And then you're not, of course, you're probably going to be in a
low.
competitive situation if the property's remotely in good shape.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but now you look at another property that maybe they mispriced it. Maybe there was some conditions that were goofy.
Yep.
And now maybe it's been sitting on the market for 30 to 60 days. You might have a better shot at that. Now you're going to have to deal with the conditions, but you at least might be able to get into the game that way.
Or if you've been beaten up in multiple offers over and over again.
Oh, no one's ever been beaten on multiple offers
around here.
Yeah.
Then you might want to engage on that one because you know you're not going to be up against another offer. Yeah, days on market are very important.
Other key indicators.
So net operating income in the commercial world. Right?
Net operating income. Oh yeah, you get there's a million. Commercial has key indicators. Residential has key indicators.
Yep.
Different price strata have key indicators.
Absolutely, and that big difference between gross. Net is what you actually get after all the expenses. So that's a very important one in the commercial.
Yeah, and back to the days on market thing. Well, days on market for a house at 100,000 might be considerably different from days on market at 700,000 or $1 million.
Yep.
Days on market might be one thing in Orchard Park, and they might be something different on the west side of Buffalo.
Absolutely.
So once you find out the thing that you're curious about, you got to go down and drill down a little bit deeper.
Yep.
Okay.
You have to do the math, look at the statistics, because I mean, the $1 million homes around here up until a couple of years ago
wasn't a thing.
But they were sitting at the ones that were on the market. I mean, they took a solid few months.
Yeah, I always would say the air is really thin at the top.
Yeah,
and that's still true.
It is absolutely.
And sometimes other key, occupancy rate and vacancy rate, which measures how full a property is. Important.
Very. especially in the commercial again. If you're buying a building and the occupancy or the vacancy rate is more than the occupancy rate, you have a lot of rooms to fill.
Yeah, you take one.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's key indicators for house flippers.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. KPIs. I don't even know what that acronym is.
Keep pointing indicator.
Yeah, keep pointing. Okay. Let's see here. The ARV, after repair value.
After repair, sometimes we have to look up. I hate acronyms. You know that ARV.
Investors, that's what they ask.
They all do
They're
it.
like, okay, what's the ARV?
Give me the ARV.
Before they even make an offer, they want to know what the what the potential is after they're done renovating it.
NOI.
Yep, it's net operating income that
Mhm.
we touched on.
Oh, list to sale price ratio.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's huge.
Huge.
Yep.
And then something I always used to like to look at is something I used to call the kill ratio.
No.
Okay, if you take 10 listings, how many actually sold?
Oh,
Oh, I sold two of them. All of them. Yeah, you don't even hesitate. Oh, I sold all of them. Yeah. One of the statistics, one of my key point indicators, I'm one of the few guys that even talks about this, is my closing ratio in terms of properties that actually closed.
yep. Signed. Yep. Contracts to close.
Yeah, contract to close. It's one thing to sell things, but there's a fallout rate.
Absolutely.
And what's an acceptable fallout rate where things didn't close?
Yeah.
You'll hear some people say, 3 to 4%, 5%.
I don't like that.
I don't like
Yeah,
that number.
no, me
My
either.
Here's my key point indicator, my personal on closing. I list, I close. 100%. I've never had one not close. Now, I've had a couple stalls, but they all closed.
Yep.
I figure a way to get it to close. That's what you're hiring. I think if I'm your listing agent, you are hiring me to get you from contract to closing.
You want to know that. That's a question to ask.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if somebody, well, no, that's like doctors really identify with that one too, because they have something they call they don't call it a kill ratio, their fatality.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I want to know if I'm getting this operation, how many guys survived this?
Yes.
Well, I've really never done this operation. Oh, good. So I'm going to be the guinea pig.
We'll go to another one then.
Who else has done this operation? I want somebody that's done it 1,000 times.
Yep.
Could do it in their sleep.
Yep. Exactly. The list price to sale ratio, so that's LP/SP.
Yeah, I think it gets complicated.
But it's great to know. I'm doing putting in a couple listings, and my clients and I were just talking about this yesterday. She's like, okay, well, if I wanted to list a little bit higher, and then I said, with all the raised ranches in your area, this is where they listed. So they listed, say, 280, sold at 300. So the list price to sale, you're about 103%, 104%.
Important information.
Yes. So when you're looking at that, if you are digging into those statistics, you want to, take note of what's going on in your area, right? Because that's the people who are listing high and selling below, then they came in too hot, and that's
And you're going to
not
sit.
working against the market.
You're going to sit.
Yep.
I mean, the market is an amazing thing. It's the smartest thing in the world.
But it's sensitive.
It's so sensitive.
Real
It's like
real
one
sensitive.
week can make all the difference in the world.
100%.
So is this a good time to sell? Well, let's think about it. It's December 26th. Is this a good time to sell? There's not a lot of people looking the day after Christmas for houses.
A lot of people are on vacation.
A lot of people are on vacations. A lot of real estate agents go out of town
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
So it's something that a good agent knows, and a good agent kind of knows these like the back of their hand.
Yep. And can educate you on that, but ask the right questions.
You got to ask the right questions, and if you're unsure, ask more questions.
Yes.
So the thing is, there's no stupid questions. The stupid question is the one you didn't ask.
I agree.
Yep.
And
I'm always asking, especially when I get to the abbreviations.
Yeah.
I just hate them, and what I resent about them is a lot of agents use the abbreviations to make themselves sound smarter.
I agree.
And I always have to stop you. I think I'm pretty smart, but I'll say, just back me up. What is that again? Oh, yeah, okay, fine. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Even
Well, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I mean, PMI, private mortgage insurance, I get that. MIP, mortgage insurance premium, I get that.
Yep.
But when you start telling me about the deal where, well, the good news is you're not going to have to pay PMI, and it's what you will pay MIP, but it all depends on the LTV based. You stop, man. What are you talking about?
You just lose.
You lost me. You lost me at hello.
Yeah. And
You know?
you're a professional.
Yeah, come on. Just talk to people like they're real people. The key point indicators. every industry has them. We just, I think, have more of them
Yeah, absolutely.
because we have different. There's so many different scenarios:
And
investment
variables.
property, variables, price range, location. Before we started the show, we were talking about, you know, I may become a snowbird or something like that. I'm looking in Lauderdale. There's some really good deals in Lauderdale right now because of a number of reasons.
Yep.
And when they do their setups, they include things that we don't, like hurricane
Yeah,
possibility,
yeah, hurricane insurance, the
flood
flood
insurance,
insurance.
heat
Yeah.
index. And I love when the heat index, 100%.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it means you buy here, great, but you're gonna sweat your
Yes. It's gonna be hot. Get used to it.
Speaking of which, I think we're gonna hit 90 today. I think we hit 90 yesterday,
Yeah, it was
something like
really
that.
close and the humidity's going
I
up.
had to have the conversation with my grandson today as I was putting him on the bus about heat stroke. You gotta drink water. You gotta drink water. I'm terrible about drinking water. I'm getting better at it, but I hate drinking water. It's just
Yeah, you gotta really be conscious
you
of
gotta
it.
be conscious. And I used to get heat stroke all the time when I
Really?
was a kid. I
You
can
didn't
remember
drink enough water.
I didn't drink enough water. You know, I can remember when I got confirmation.
That was before you
That
became a real
day,
estate doctor.
we had to go to church in the morning with the school. I got confirmed in the afternoon, and I had heat stroke in the morning. They said, "Oh, he's not going to get confirmed today." I said,
Yeah.
"I made it back."
Maybe it was planned.
I guess. Confirmation wasn't so bad. I like,
Yeah.
but yeah. So those are a lot of the things that we deal with on a regular basis, and we start, when we start digging in, we start looking at
Break
a
it
lot,
down.
breaking it down, breaking it down. But you may want to start doing that too, and it's I think your best opportunity, either with a selling agent or a buying agent, is have a good conversation
Yeah.
with them.
And if
They're
you
there to
don't
help you.
understand, like you said, keep asking questions.
Keep asking
Like,
questions.
why, until you understand it.
I've always told agents, I said, when you're coming into the business, you have to understand something. You don't know that you signed up for this.
Yeah.
Your job is to teach buyers how to buy and teach sellers how to sell. Here's the challenge. Sellers will always think they know more than you.
Pretty much.
Okay?
Yeah.
Especially if this is you're on your first transaction, because the seller's at least done one transaction more than you
Yeah.
have. Okay?
Yep.
But um, having said that, you still have to
The
teach them
more
how.
knowledge, the more you educate, the more you respect you get.
Yeah, and the thing with sellers, I sold a house 6 years ago. Is the market different today?
Oh, absolutely.
I sold a house 2 years ago. Is the market different today?
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like
It's different than it
what
was in January. Literally.
it changes very,
Uh,
very quickly. It almost
yeah.
changes at a time. And everyone's saying, like with the gas shortage right now, gasoline shortage. What does it mean? Blah, 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 blah. The prices are going to come down. They're not going to stay up forever. They're not.
Yep.
In fact, I was telling my grandson today, because I get to talk to him before I put him on the bus, about the gas shortages back in the 70s. I said, even if you had the money to buy the gas, you couldn't get it.
Yeah, yeah. You said the lines were around.
The lines around the corner. Then they had to go to alternate days,
Mhm.
odd and even days. So if you had an even number on your plate, you'd go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yep.
If you had an odd number, it was Tuesday. And God forbid you try to break that line.
Yeah.
Back then, all the Karens in the world would come out of the woodwork for you. They'd come out of the trunks and throw you off the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never go back in that line.
Yeah. So, how is that going to impact on the market? It will temporarily.
Let me find the bond market. I've been reading a lot about that. That's heavily affecting us right now.
Interest rates. What's going on there?
Yeah, they're still staying right around 6.5.
6.5 is still good.
But they went up since the war or the conflict in
Conflict.
Iran.
Don't go to the war.
Yep. But but it was around 6, so now we're up just another half a point. But still, again, way below the 8% average on throughout the duration of loans. So
Yeah, times change, but sometimes they don't change the way we like them to change. In fact, I was watching an old movie last night. One of my favorite Errol Flynn movies from the olden days, The Charge of the Light Brigade. What a great movie!
ever watch that one?
And they're invading the Crimea
Oh, okay.
in 1856.
Wow.
We're still doing Crimea.
Yeah.
That's what the Ukraine is all about.
Yeah.
The Russians needed it then.
Wow.
It's like, so history changes. Sometimes it
Tends to
changes.
repeat itself.
It tends to repeat itself. It's like, this is not the first time we're seeing this.
Yeah.
So we respond in kind for the information that's coming to us. But with real estate, you got to understand, things change quickly.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And,
Yep.
and a good agent has to stay on top of it. We're constantly taking classes, and I'm on the faculty, and I'm always taking classes so that I can get smarter.
Yeah.
Because you can't know everything.
No.
And ARV, what is it?
Yeah. After repair value.
Yeah. Hey, come on, just say that. You're making me mental here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, I always think, well, I bought it for this. What can I sell it for?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you got to put 50 into it. Well, can I get this plus 50 and more? No, you can't. Well, then that's not a good ARV.
No. Yep.
How about rents? What's the cap rate? Hey, do the rents cover? I mean, you can break it. Do they cover my mortgage? No, they don't. Well, how much in the hole am I? Oh, okay, I can live with that.
Yep. Yeah. So if you're living in the unit, you can write it up, you justify that. But yeah, you got to know it.
Yeah, didn't Bob just buy a double? Bob,
Yes, you did.
yeah,
Yep.
good for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, one of our
good-
team members.
Yeah, I'm real happy.
Not too far from me.
And he's a success story. He's a funny guy. He's what we call an SOB. He's a true SOB in every sense of the word. He's the son of a broker.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. His mother was a big broker down in Dunkirk.
That acronym has multiple meanings.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So
Yep.
that's our show.
Yeah. Do you want to touch on the Zillow thing real quick?
You do it.
Yeah. So
This is crazy.
No, so I just heard yesterday watching one of our real estate coaches, Jared James, that Kelly Blue Book is coming out with a home valuation tool, which is also going to work with sellers and leads and things, but they're going directly at Zillow. And their marketing is such that they say, Zillow does estimated your house at this.
This estimate's goofy.
It's so
Everybody knows it's
I
goofy.
know. So that was an easy way for them to say, look, all we have to do is have a better, more accurate evaluation tool, and we can compete with the big guys. But they just started as a company. Zillow's been around for a while.
They've been around for a while.
Well, Kelly Blue Book has too, but I mean, starting in the real estate world, going against a giant like Zillow, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and what's interesting about Zillow is, as agents, we look upon Zillow very differently than the consumer. The consumers love Zillow.
Yeah,
they love, and they rely. It's easy, and they rely. The fact that it's not accurate is beside the point.
Correct.
But the Zillow's estimate is almost a legend for not being accurate.
I agree.
But people really rely on it. It's more infallible than the Bible for a lot of people, and more times than not, when I'm working with people, say, "Do me a favor, don't use Zillow. Just don't use it."
That almost 100% of the time. First time you sit down with a seller, what do you expect to get? Well, Zillow says.
Zillow says this, and then we do this.
Oh,
here we go. Here we go. There we go.
And so we'll learn more about that and then educate you as we learn more. But I thought that was an interesting.
But we want you to be smart, like they say in Boston. We want you to be smart. Yeah. But so it's a good time to buy. And I said to somebody that this is the best time to buy real estate you will ever see in your lifetime.
Probably, yeah. Most likely.
Prices are going to continue to go up. Rates are going to continue to vary.
Yep.
And you know what? That's what
appreciating year over year.
Year over year. I don't run into too many people that say, God, I really wish I didn't buy that house 20 years ago.
Yep. Yeah.
Is it worth more? Oh, yeah. Shut up. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it from the Real Estate Doctor for today. What do you got?
Thank you for tuning in. Please like, follow, subscribe. Let us know if there's anything you want us to address.
And as usual, I'm Brendan Cunningham, the Real Estate Doctor here at EXP. And together, Matt and I are those real estate guys.